Hello guys and welcome back to Car Obsession. Now for my regular viewers and followers, you may be wondering why I have uploaded on a Saturday because recently I have announced that following my busy schedule and the quite large change in my life, if you don't know, I've moved address, I've moved into a new job and yeah, everything has kind of turned upside down, but for the better. Anyway, my point is from now on, for a trial period, I'm only uploading videos on a Wednesday and a Sunday. So you may be wondering why I'm uploading today. Well, I wanted to update you on Mad Max. Some of you may remember that I did a track day a few weeks ago. Well, probably 1 or 2 months back now. In Mad Max, which is the name the wife and I chose for my Mark II MX-5. Yeah, that track day didn't go to plan. So long story short, the engine is toast. So obviously I needed to get a replacement engine, which has been sourced. That has been sourced from the MX-5 restorer. So big up them for the engine and also big up them for doing the rust repair for Monique, my Mark I MX-5. So I now work for a car repair garage, which is good because it means that, you know, I can get stuff done to my cars but at a cheaper price, which is handy because recently, all 3 of my cars have needed some kind of work, which has been great news for the wife, who's been the one paying out for it. Oh, I was expecting. Oh, there we go. She's just looked up and given me a little bit of a dirty stare. So I took Mad Max to took him into the garage. As it stands, the engine is out, but there have been, I'm not going to say a complication, there has been an unpleasant surprise. So they took the engine out, and after doing so, they've removed the gearbox and everything. They said, yeah, Aaron, by the way, you could really do with a new clutch. And I was like, so as it stands, Mad Max has got an XTD, not XED, XTD stage 2 clutch, and I'm going to put a picture in of the clutch. As you can see, it hasn't got a lot of life left in it. Now, seeing as the engine is now out, it seems like a good idea to change the clutch whilst we're there, as opposed to putting the engine back in and then doing the clutch at a later stage, when you have to get the gearbox out and everything. So it makes sense to do it now. However, given that this is an extra expense, I thought, hang on a minute, could I end up going down a rabbit hole where all of a sudden this car becomes a money pit? I've not had it very long, and the last thing I want to do is, the last thing I want the missus and I to do is to just throw money at it. So I thought, okay, let me get a proper health check on the car so I can see what I'm playing with and what needs to be replaced, because I had this really bad feeling in my stomach that there was going to be something major with the car that needs replacing that would be pretty much...
End in divorce.
Not end, well, maybe end in divorce, but something that wouldn't be financially viable. So I have the health check in here. As you can see, it is a traffic light system. If you're wondering what that piece of paper is, it's just to hide some personal details. So here is the health check. Got a few bits on the back as well. You may have noticed the red, so I'll go through those in due course. So the windscreen, green, good. Underbody fluid leaks, green, good. Suspension, amber, not so good. So the near side front shock absorber is leaking. So that probably means at some point I will need to get some new suspension for the front. So yeah, that needs doing. Steering, green, good. Drive shaft and gaiters, green, good. Exhaust, green, well, good. I'm not going to keep doing that. That will get tedious and annoying for you. There is an amber for the brakes. The near side rear brake pipe has slightly corroded. Not too much of a major issue. Brake, clutch and PAS fluid, good. Auxiliary drive belts, good. Battery condition, that doesn't appear to have been tested. others, offside front seal starting to corrode. A Mazda MX-5 corrode? No, that never happens. Yeah, that's not too much of an issue. The only red parts are the tyres, so I'll just hold it there. You probably can't read that. But yeah, pretty much all of the tyres need replacing. Great, fantastic. So the front tyres are on 3mm, which is legal. The legal limit is 1.6mm. But yeah, 3mm isn't a lot to play about with, particularly for a car that's going to spend, a good amount of its life on track. The rear tyres, near side rear is on 2mm. Whoops. And the offside rear is on 3mm, much like the front tyres. So yeah, overall, I am pleasantly surprised. I thought there was going to be a hidden nasty that was going to be uncovered. And to be honest, Patsy and I were coming up with contingency plans in case there was something quite nasty that
I pretty much said if it's anything else, you're selling it.
Yeah, so if there was anything major wrong with the car, Patsy and I were in agreement that we'd probably get the engine done, potentially get the clutch done, and then sell him. Now, full disclosure, if there was something majorly wrong, I would have advertised that in the listing because I'm not someone who is trying to con people or deceive people. If there's something wrong with the car, I would have said. Years ago I had an X-Reg Fiat Punto, and the power steering went on it, and I was very honest about the listing, and in fact I won't bore you too much, but in the end someone came all the way from Devon. Bearing in mind at the time I was living in South London, someone came all the way from Devon to buy a battered old Fiat Punto with no power steering. I thought, that's weird. There must be loads to choose from on the market, but anyway, I digress. So the long and short of it is, it looks as if Mad Max is staying, because there was a period where, like I say, Patsy and I was.
I wasn't very happy, I must admit.
No, we were considering kind of cutting our losses and just simply selling him. But the health check has come back better than expected. Yes, there are one or two things that need addressing, but I'll be looking to get the work done probably some point next week. And then hopefully Mad Max will fight on. Sorry, he will live to fight another day.
It's longer than a day.
Yeah, it better be for the amount of money we're going to put into him. So yeah, that is really my update. So I didn't want to bore you for too long, but I wanted to keep you guys informed because I know there has been a little bit of a silence, so to speak. Because the only reason I haven't updated you is because there hasn't really been much of an update because there's been other things to sort out. So yeah, that's it really. I've been talking for almost 10 minutes. I think it's probably a good time in which to wrap things up. In the meantime, guys, if you have an MX-5, if you have any good suggestions for track day tyres or suspension, please do let me know. I do have some ideas in my head, but it's always good to get inspiration from other people because there may be some options I haven't considered. But yes, that is pretty much it for this video. I know it's not been the most entertaining, but like I said, I wanted to provide an update. But yes, that is me done. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If so, be sure to like, subscribe and to ring my bell so you get notified every time I make a video. But until the next time, guys, be sure to keep up the car obsession.